Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is do something different. We are creatures of habit, and we have this kind of insane thinking that if we do the same thing over and over again, we will get different results. We will try our darndest to make something change in our lives, and we always seem to circle back to square one. It's that, one step forward, three steps back. We are always experiencing this internal conflict between the part of ourselves that wants it predictable, that wants the routine, that wants to have the change happen without changing anything. And then there's this part of us that is excited about new things, that is seeking something different, that is constantly going towards the lighter, brighter. It's the evolutionary part of us. And when you want to change anything, when you want to manifest something, when you want to transform something, you got to do something different. Yes, it means going outside of your comfort zone, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because sometimes our comfort zone is actually really uncomfortable. If you're used to the lowest common denominator, if you're used to dysfunctional relationships, uncomfortable situations, lack, you're so used to being constricted because you haven't been able to have nice things, then it's going to be really uncomfortable expanding to having nice things, to having good relationships, to allowing good things to be in your life. That's a really big shift. And it's amazing how that daunts us, how we will stay the same, stay in painful situations because we think the pain of changing is worse, when really, in my experience, the discomfort is temporary. Really, how quickly you can adjust to a loving relationship, a nicer place to live, different interactions with people. It's a relaxing into that new experience. Now, sometimes we will be trying something different to force that change to happen, and the trying something different is creating the same results as doing the same thing. And that really is your little self, the part of you that really doesn't want to be doing this, but I'm trying the new thing in order to manipulate my reality to make it different, is just, it's the little kid driving the car and it shouldn't have a driver's license. It's not the greater aspect of you that is constantly manifesting. When you allow the greater aspect of you, I call it consciousness. When you, as consciousness, step into the driver's seat and start steering, it really is easy and effortless, and amazing things show up in your life because it's this part of you, the greater aspect of you, that can manifest miracles. We're so used to having a death grip on our steering wheel that we don't allow our greater selves to drive the car. And sometimes you just need to do something different to get out of the rut in order to be able to create the traction to move forward. I was helping someone last night. They were frustrated because they had two different job offers and they wanted both of them. They wanted to be able to work part time at both of them. And I think both places had a non compete clause. And as she was talking, it was very clear which was the one that was the better fit, that created the more expansion, the hours worked better. And yet, she wasn't hearing herself talk about that. She was also like, well, I want this one, even though I'm not that kind of place. It paid $10 more, but she'd have to work in the evenings, and she's got a little kid, and all those sort of things. Why is it so hard for us just to go to the light, go to the thing that is a fit, that feels expansive? Doing something different is letting yourself go to the open door, go to the place that feels expansive and welcome and feels right for the next stage of who you are. And you may not know what the end outcome is. You may not know what direction you really want to be going in. You just know that you don't want to keep doing the same crazy and same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You want to go to a new experience. You are course correcting. You are steering yourself in a different direction. Okay, I'm not 100% certain, but I know that this feels a little bit better than this does. Course correct. Take the next indicated step, and the next step will show up for you. Navigating your life as consciousness, as the greater consciousness that you are, all the old rules go right out the window, and you have to be improvisational. You have to make things up. You have to try things differently. It is not a steady, fast rule or system in creating your reality anymore. Yes, you have tools. Yes, you have techniques. More than likely, if you're at this higher vibratory level, you need to upgrade your techniques because the old software doesn't work anymore. And taking it a day at a time, a moment at a time, helps you course correct, helps you re-navigate to the new experience you want to have. And it doesn't take longer. Often it happens seemingly instantaneously, and it gets you to a reality that is bigger than you possibly could imagine. If you like these videos, you can subscribe to them on YouTube. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I have a free podcast and radio show. I also have a free blog and newsletter. I do these videos once a week. I also have meetups around the Puget Sound in Seattle, Bellevue, Tacoma, and University Place. I have monthly webinars. And if you want to know more about how to navigate your life as consciousness and have some upgraded tools and techniques for completely transforming your life, you can go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and look at my coaching programs. So don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to YouTube, and go to joan-newcomb.com and look at my coaching programs.